Okay, so I don't really want to show my face today. I'm kind of sitting here in my dressing gown. Yeah, didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Probably they kept me awake until 3:30, bombarding me with conscious attacks and all sorts of other stuff. At this point, I don't know if it's like actual people traveling about in the astral that are messing with me, or if this is all done remotely, because I know that's possible as well, like from a distance. I mean, they're all keyboard warriors, these pieces of shit. No one is going to face me ever after what they've done. They're going to go forward with this plan to set me up for whatever they've done, or probably worse. Shit, just put my foot in, sorry. Yeah, as soon as I turn this on, like, freaking the whole neighborhood goes quiet and everybody starts listening to me. Like, from every direction. These windows are always open. A few houses down, they're always recording me, listening. Like, the whole neighborhood, I think, is just full of either bots at this point or associates with whatever the fuck is going on here. But either way, I've come on here because it's getting close now. I think I'm struggling a little bit more now with the physical side of things beating down on me. Been also getting a lot of activations, so that's helped like get through it. But I mean, I've even heard it out of their own mouths, like I'm basically the most attacked person on the planet right now. So they've got a hell of a lot of energy, you know, coming at me, and the physical side of it is very small compared to the I hope I'm not touching the mic, compared to the mental stuff. Like, this is a real worry, and that's why I've come on here. That's why I'm shooting this now, even with my neighbor outside, like 2 doors down, fully bearing down on me and like listening in, making me feel uncomfortable, because that's what they do. Like, that's what these people do. They make you feel uncomfortable, they intimidate, they highlight certain things and rub it in your face. Like, so yeah, this mental stuff and this mind control stuff is insane, absolutely insane. I've always been a channel, so I'm able to like discern where things are coming from, and basically I'm interested in like channeling from the quantum field, so like way outside, you know, this scope, universally, like knowledge, universal knowledge and that kind of thing. So yeah, I've been able to discern, and 8 years of like, okay, sorry, yeah, they're grabbing my throat. Just take a deep breath. 5 years now of research I've been able to do with this mind stuff. As soon as this psychic connection came in 2019, and I was connected to Paul Astrauskas, who I've recently tried to Google again, because it's been 8 years since I've obviously seen that piece of shit. And yeah, suffice to say, this person now doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Anywhere. So really confusing. Well, obvious what's going on, I guess. Not confusing. But yeah, probably last week I googled him just out of curiosity, and I was dubious about doing that because straight away they're on my phone, like they've hacked my phone, mirrored my phone, all of that. They have all my bank information. They've attached all sorts of siphons to my bank account so that I'm struggling, and I don't even know why. Like, I don't even know where it's coming from. I'm eating nothing. Like, I'm literally pulling stuff out the freezer and eating whatever I have. Yeah, I just bought myself like a new single lounge chair for $250, and I still haven't paid it off because my spine is, you know, in pain, and I'm just trying to like get through that. So all these things, I'm sure, are being highlighted and used, and this is just an example of tiny little things that they twist and manipulate, like to run an agenda. Either way, like, I'm in two minds. You know, I'm an intelligent person. I used to be a co-owner in a business. I don't need to go through all of this, all right? I don't need to prove myself just because I've been discredited. So, yeah, here we go. See what I mean? I can pinpoint exactly what their agenda is by the second I feel that bearing down on me, like as soon as I said that. Same thing when I mentioned these particular girls that have jumped on this situation. Even after my son was trafficked in 2017, and that was covered up by the police department. Yeah, oh my gosh. Since then, either way, I'm pretty sure if anyone is clued in, they can feel exactly what's going on here right now. So I've opened myself up completely for reading because they're shrouding me in so much deception, and it's even got to the point where I've started to wonder if, because Paul's attached to me consciously, and that's what this is. This isn't him channeling through me. This is a conscious attachment where someone has attached his conscious to me. That's how he's able to psyop me 24/7, and this is a one-sided thing where he's watching everything. He sees through my eyes. I don't even care if people think I'm insane, all right? I don't know how much longer I've got left, because this targeting has gotten to a very serious level where they're trying to get me to implicate people in and say names. And I don't mean names of the people that have been involved in all this, because I've already done that. I'm talking about famous people in positions of power. They're running those names through my head over and over again, and then on the other side there's someone else trying to make me angry, fueling, you know, trying to get me to speak up. So this is how they work. They have several people in the background, and it's a joint effort to try and get the response that they want, and they feel like they can remote control you that way. And when they're affecting your conscious, and it's not just channeling, this isn't someone just who's popped in to give you like a divine message and you write it down and it's done. This is conscious attachment. Like, we are a conscious. I am a conscious in this body. So it's very severe and strong, and it does pull you, and it is really hard to fight. And from what I've kind of learned over the past 5 or whatever years it's been, I'm one of the only ones, if not the only one, that has gotten this far to be able to get through the suicide part of it, programming. Because it's basically designed to do that, right? I mean, if you've got 10 different voices in your head, and they're talking about all the things that they've done to your children, or I don't have to elaborate any more than that, okay? If you can overcome that and start turning these voices down and just realize that, oh, okay, here we go. See, right now I'm getting they're loving it. They're like, she's crazy. Everyone's gonna know she's crazy. This is great. Rubbing their hands together. So I would love to be crazy. I would actually prefer that. That would be so much more peaceful than this. My son's not here with me anymore. He's at his father's, and yeah, he's staying there at the moment. And I can't even ring him to say goodnight every night like I used to when he was there on the weekend. You know, you ring, say goodnight, and it's just causing too much pain. If I hold the phone in my hand, I look at it, and I know that I'm not going to be able to even speak to him. His father's been threatened. Basically, he's been owned, and I'm really you know, it's past the point of having concern for my son now. My son's been indoctrinated by these people now, and oh, shit. It's really one extreme to the next. With me, I'm either exhausted or I'm screaming at the top of my lungs with absolute pain and anger over what's happened here. That this could actually happen right in front of everybody, you know. And it's so obvious. And if everybody just searched in themselves, they know that this is the truth. They know what's happened to Jet, who was born on the 19th of February 2012. They know. And yeah. Planes are always going over. So I'm definitely not ever gonna give up on standing up for honor really, because it's just a disgrace what these people have done. You know, not just someone's body, but someone's very being, you know, is their conscious. And when they started to do the same thing to my son when he was 10 years old, and started communicating with him in his mind and doing the same thing, tormenting him. So, not tormenting him, they had to tone that down straight away because it was too much. They started on doing, like, they know what they're doing, all right? These people are astute in psychology. I don't know if that's the right term, because there's, you know, hundreds of energies on me right now, but they know exactly what they're doing to keep situations calm. And if this was some sort of psyop, because that's something else that they're running by me, I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm really disgusted, because it wasn't a psyop when I was put in hospital and my son was trafficked at the back of the line with McEwen Hospital. That wasn't a psyop. That was real life. So if all of this were to be some sort of a big setup, I find that absolutely disgusting. And yeah, if it is, then these people are obviously trying to kill me for any number of reasons. So yeah, I just find that absolutely disgusting, and these people need to be hospitalized immediately. If anyone would conduct such a disturbing situation, really fully traumatizing, not just for my family but for everybody. And I don't even know what's going on with this whole podcast thing. I haven't been able to locate it anywhere. I can't even be sure. I haven't heard clearly even the voices of who this could possibly be. Otherwise I'd have something to go on, you know, I'd have a target to come out to, because I know I'm being slandered. I know there is a shit ton of lies being spread about me, and the sort of lies that people take care of business. When someone is out there spouting that kind of shit about you, when you've been through this, so I'm shooting this video when I'm a little bit more relaxed, because yeah, there's no way I can pick this up and start even speaking. They're trying to get me angry all the time. I'm presuming they're betting on me and the things that I say, because they're trying to get me to say certain phrases, and then everyone's cheering and carrying on. So, and these are real people. Like, you got to know, these are real people. This isn't AI. There's also that going on as well. Yeah, I can't even believe I'm saying this. that I'm dealing with that much happening. Because first it was an earpiece at the Lowell McEwen Hospital. They knocked me out and I woke up and all of a sudden somebody was speaking my ear, and when it came time to check everybody's temperature, which they do, I don't even know why, they stuck a thing in my ear, and the lady wouldn't even put it in my ear. Like, she put it in one side, and then when she turned to my other side and went to put it in my ear, she looked really disturbed and sort of just stopped and didn't put it in. She sort of sat it there. And I thought, oh, that was odd. And it was after that that the voices came in, and I was like, that's when I pieced it together, what was happening. And then other inpatients that were in that wing, which was a completely sealed off separate wing to the rest of the hospital. This was all orchestrated. Another woman in there, I'm not sure if how she is, but she was smashing her head against the cupboard. Another woman across the hall from me was raped really badly, and bled out all over her sheets. So this is not stuff I want to be relaying right now. I just needed to come on and make sure that I get this out, because I just want my son to know that how loved he is, and that this is an absolute disgrace what's been put on his life, and he should, have a normal life and not be the topic of everybody's conversation, and have everybody think his parents are shit when it's actually not the truth. He is very much loved, always was and has been, and he is